Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's. If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have a go inside the description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, if you are from Jamaica, you must know Richie B. Yeah, man. Richie B is one of the, just like Winston Williams, but Richie B status superior to Winston Williams. Yeah, man. Richie B. So, Richie B and Frawty, what kind of business dealing both men were involved in? So you'll be shocked to know what this cop says. As I say in life, if everybody like you, something is wrong with you. Don't be afraid to fail. Fail is a part of life. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Be forgiving. That depends on who you ask, because some people you can't forgive them. Like for me, I could never forgive ugly some foot hype, and there are so many other people I could not do it. I mean, when people deliberately lie on you and tell things that you understand what I'm saying, especially people are involved in criminality, say you commit crime, murder and all kind of things, and you know that there's no victim. You know, deny that you have to defend yourself many times. As you have heard, a Rasta man who said that he knew me. It seemed like this man was keeping our dossier, and he's a friend of Spragga Benz, and he came out and said some things about many people he knew. Honestly, as I said before, I've been shot at more than 50 or 60 at time. You understand? I don't count the amount of times. Some people survive. Yes, some people, fortunately. I even have a man. Yes, I even had I don't remember his name, but he's in England right now. This man escaped from remand center. Yeah, man, same DSP, Leonard Edwards. At the time, he was at Acid. One of the detectives that was with me in the night, a man named Never Fortnight, died a few weeks ago. When the smoke was cleared, after Acid came and assist, because it was yours truly and two gunmen, and that man was injured. This man was arrested and charged for the shooting, gun recovery. But based on what happened and the person from anti-crime at the time who was there with Edwards, with Eddie, when them, the man had to be taken because they took the man to KPH. You understand? And his last name is Douglas. I don't remember his name. So yes, he and you have an ex-boy named Nankopal, yes. But I tell how people stay. Nankopal is a boy who come from Payne Avenue. Yes, he had shoot at me and Bobby in the early 90s. And a detective named Watson, DK, yeah, me used to that once be. a woman called from England and said that she related to Uncle Paul and said that they have given DK, yeah man, Watson. He was the arresting officer. We used to work at Huntsby, a detective sergeant who lives in New Jersey now. And the woman said that they had paid him. I have never received a subpoena to go to court. And the reason why that boy got away, Uncle Paul, Kevin Reed, you understand, is because of a woman. He used a woman as a shield. And if I had known what I had known now, I would send her straight to the departure lounge along with him. So that's how it is. So as we say now, don't be afraid to fail. Fail is a part of life. Learn from your mistakes. Forgive yourself and others for your mistakes. Live in the present moment. Don't dwell on the past or worry about the future. God bless you and have a wonderful day. So as you know, Jamaican people and all them always say, if something not goes so, it go near so. So we are talking about we are talking to a detective who knew Richie B, knew Frawty, another one. This people are speaking up, but based on the conversation that we had, sometimes people are trying to sell a pussy in a bag. You understand? Because this man, and he knew, guess what? The man know that I know Richie B personally. And he's not the first, he's like the third person that, contact yours truly. And you have to understand, that when people talk to you about some things, some questions you have to ask. And when you ask them and you realize that, not that they're fumbling, but they can't answer, that they're not speaking the truth. So today we dive headfirst into a chilling and explosive tale that connects the world of Jamaican media with the ruthless, blood-soaked underworld of international drug trafficking. On one side, we are Richie B. Burgess, a household name, and a veteran broadcaster, and I would say a friend. Yes, yeah man, I consider Richie B as a friend, not a close friend, but as a friend. You understand, you have to understand, say, when you are police, you have some people that when you are police, you're not a friend, but when you're not police again, you're not still be friend, but you're not really that close. Right now in Jamaica, there are a few people that I used to, correspond with, that from my days as a police officer to this day. Many people in a ghetto, in a corporate Jamaica. Yeah, so I haven't spoken to Richie B in years. And I tell you, say, I am saying it publicly, he's my friend, yes. I have been around him for years. A veteran broadcaster who has commanded the Jamaican airwaves for nearly 30 years. Nearly. Over 30 years he's there. Yeah man, Richie B. A man known for his smooth voice, charismatic presence and influential reach in the hearts and minds of Jamaicans across the diaspora. Even some personal things when I talk about Richie B. And one and two little things, I am not going to talk about that. Richie B is a married man and him having children, them and all of these things. That is none of my business. I am not going to delve in that. You understand? So sometimes when people are trying to get at other people, you have to understand everything what people doing, there's always motives. So, but on the other end of the spectrum, in the shadows of St. Mary's, picturesque coastline, we have the late Samuel Frawty. Samuel's unknown high-level drug trafficker whose life came to a brutal, violent end in March 2025 when he was gunned down in Tower Isles, a normally quiet and upscale community. And the reason why this man, them kill him, because he wasn't a scandal. All of the drug dealers, all of the people them were involved in certain lifestyle, and whether if you want to live long, you have to follow the scandal model. Scandal have a blueprint for if you want to live long. Many people want to kill scandal, but guess what? You have to go through a battalion for reach him. So you understand, Labour at PMP love him because in money, he knows that money is only of this world. And he knows that money buy loyalty in Jamaica. But let's be clear, Frawty death wasn't a robbery gone wrong. No, it wasn't a robbery gone wrong. It wasn't random violence. This was a message, a cold, calculated and thunderous message, written in blood and delivered with surgical precision. The gunman didn't just kill him, they obliterated him. Over 70 bullets riddled his body, tearing through flesh, bones, and arrogance. His home turned into a war zone. This wasn't vengeance, it was a Colombian justice. You see, in the world that Frawty moving, there are no warnings, no court summons, and certainly no polite collection call or collection agencies. None. When the Colombians come for their money or their product, they don't send lawyers, they send death squads. According to confidential intelligence from trusted law enforcement insiders, Frawty had reportedly fumbled a major cocaine shipment fronted to him by a Colombian syndicate. The whispers say he tried to double-cross them, possibly selling a portion of the product and fabricating a story of police interception to buy time. And this was a fatal mistake. Albert Bugsy Lindsay is the man who thief to quote them and tell Frawty say police take it away. The Colombian them tell Frawty say we don't care now. You get the thing, you tell me if you deliver it, and the man collect it, so you for pay away. At least just pay away wholesale price and everything good. The man a billionaire, you know. Could have just pay it, but you know, because the man are greedy for money, you know. The man are just him appetite for money can't satisfy. I just saw him stay. As a year detective who's from Portland too. And he used to work at Honest where I used to station. You hear me? So the Colombians don't forgive. They retaliate. Now this brings us back to Richie B. What is the connection? That's the multi-million-dollar question burning through the streets. While there is no concrete evidence trying to mix or tying the veteran broadcaster directly to Frawty's criminal empire, sources suggest that Frawty's close associates move in the same elite social circles, entertainment, radio promotion, and high-level events. Could it be that these two worlds, broadcasting and the drug underworld, were closer than the public realized? Was Richie B ever just a handshake or a phone call away from men like Frawty? Or was his name merely used by criminals seeking legitimacy in the eyes of the public? Alright, so as we are telling now, we are telling about a case now, about a man who used to be a part of Sting, a man named Walsh. Maybe a first time I hear this, I had spoken to Isaiah Leng about it. So Isaiah Leng is a man who keeps Sting every year. I'm telling you, so this is in the 1990s, Walsh, a man named Walsh, I don't remember him first name, I'm just talking from memory. He was arrested and charged by narcotics police. So he have a couple key of coke one Friday. Yeah man, I just came from court and saw him inside him have a licensed 9mm pistol and them take it from him. Narcotics police, and them hold him with some coke. And so him know Isaiah Leng. Walsh. Remember I say my Isaiah Leng a friend, and he told the police them, the narcotics police them, that the coke was Isaiah Leng. At the time Leng was still a police officer or near to exit the force. That's what Walsh told Isaiah, told the narcotics police them. Anyway, he was arrested and charged. I'm telling you, to this day I don't know what happened to the case. I have never seen the case in a paper, none of media houses. I never see the case in a Star, the Gleaner, or the Observer. Yeah man, Walsh was, I am telling you, he was arrested. Walsh was arrested and charged by narcotics police for the coke them. Never see him again involved in a sting or anything. I don't know where he is in the world. Last time somebody told me that he was living in the United States of America. Yeah, Walsh, you see him, a black man, and him full of beard and thing. So him use Isaiah Leng. Him say it was Leng's coke. I had spoken to Isaiah Leng. Leng said no, him don't know nothing about that and them thing. And him say people do this all the time. Police hold them and want people want. Them want blind, them use him name. Yeah. Even police do the same too. You understand? But them use higher rank police because they want to get out of a situation. So him say him never have anything to do with Walsh cocaine arrest. So we'll just give you some context and show you people operating. So what we know is this, that Frawty's murder wasn't just an execution, it was a demonstration, a televised warning for any middleman, big shot or street hustlers who think they can play smart with the Colombians. So you have some people that say, boy, and the big man, I don't know which big man I'm talking about, but hey, as we said before and we say already, we that all of the dots cross all our T's over here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. So the men who pulled the trigger were not your average local hitmen. They were trained, methodical and clinical. Frawty didn't stand a chance. In the days following his assassination, fear swept through his former associates. Phones were silent, people disappeared. Suddenly, many who were once brazen were now quiet as a church mouse. Because if Frawty, who had money, muscle and connection, could be slaughtered like a dog so mercilessly, then nobody is safe. So as we unpack this implosive story, remember the line between the clean world of microphones and morning talk shows and the bloody realm of cocaine, cash and Colombian killers is thinner than you think. Today's legend and radio could be tomorrow's headline on the crime blotter. Jamaica, stay vigilant. The real war isn't always on the streets, it's behind the curtains where influence meets crime. So today we are setting the record straight, loud, clear and unapologetically bold. We realize that Richie B have, we would say enemy. A lot of people are jealous of him. Yeah, and you know, people who try to do everything just want to take it down. We can't tell you, say, we stand by the man character, we know him. We were around Richie B, and we say that without any apologies. We know the man. You can know when somebody, from the get-go, if them involved in anything nefarious or criminality, or if them have any intention. Trust me, this man, I can tell you, this man straight up, this man is a kind of man where his character, integrity, and his persona, crystal. This is a man him deal with people, but him not go mix nor dissolve. Richie B that. Even although I as a detective and them thing, even when Richie B him say my travel and them thing, him said nobody can even give him not even an ice cement. Yeah. And I say, oh, if him all a travel and I go foreign, nobody can give him money if give nobody a foreign. Because I'm saying that he make nobody know him not trust people. So that we will show you, say, when somebody tell you who they are, believe them. So nobody can tell you nothing about this man. Because there comes a time when silence becomes consent, and I refuse to remain silent. While the name of Richie B, Burgess, a titan of Jamaican broadcasting, is being subtly and sometimes overtly dragged through the mud in connection with the late Frawty Samuels, the infamous drug dealer who met a violent and well-deserved end in March 2025 in Tower Isle, St. Mary, after being riddled with over 70 bullets in a brutal execution style. I had spoken to some detective, when I say, bad. Even a detective who used to that once, and him come from Portland and live down there. Bad police. And the man, I tell you, the man put them neck on the block for Richie B. And said there's no business connection. Any business connection, it must do with the radio. Richie B not involved in our Frawty them. And Frawty is a businessman, he's a convicted drug dealer. So anything else is just smokes in mirror. So let's make this abundantly clear from the jump. Frawty's death was a message, one soaked in blood and spoken in gunfire, from the Colombian cartels who don't deal in excuses or IOUs, they deal in finality. And when you cross them, they don't send legal letters, they send loaded weapons and trained killers. But let me address the whispers, the shady questions, the idle chatters that Richie B, a man nearly 30 years of experience on the Jamaican airwaves, somehow had more than just a passing knowledge of Frawty. Let me stop you right there. as someone who personally bodyguard. You know what I mean? Bodyguarded Richie B. When we say bodyguard him, we say, hey, look here, a Richie B make we know Jamaica, you know, travel all over Jamaica, you know. Where I tell you, you know, stay at a hotel and all kind of thing. You understand, with him wife. You know, Richie B, that man, with nearly over 30 years experience. Where I tell you, Richie B was not just, he was not a client, he was a friend. And I am here to kill that narrative because it breeds further lies. For decades, yeah man, for decades, I stood beside this man. I have seen him work himself to the bone, building his name, his brand and his reputation. Not just in the studio, but across Jamaica. From stage shows to sound systems, from the streets of Kingston to the parishes where culture meets community. I Richie B, the first time I got to Portland, I Richie B make me go to Portland as police. Because, hey, before me join police force, let me tell you what I know. Kingston and St. Andrews, St. Catherine. And then, before me join police force, and then St. Elizabeth, where my father come from. And I 3 times I go down there before me join police. I never like down there because it's too far from town. I just saw it go. You understand? You have to understand. So, as I said to you, I stand beside this man for decades. Richie B. So nobody can tell me nothing about him. Nothing. You understand? He is without question one of the most honorable, hardworking and decent men I have ever known. And I say that without any apologies. Yes, both Richie B and Frawty are from Portland. But since when it's coming from the same parish of crime? I come from Jonestown, born and raised in Jonestown. I know Lenky Roy. I know Drew Brown. I know Turnaball, I know George Pang, I know General Starkey. That make me say, but me know them, me talk to them and them things as youth. See them, hear them, me know all kind of people. Bernard, even a man that try to kill, and me, him try to kill a youth of me and him grow up. Yassi. I don't even, me and Yassi used to go to high school, I don't even know the man correct name to this day. He used to go St. Mary's College with me. Same school the Butch Stewart used to go. That make me friends with George Pang. No. Know them. Bogle, my family. Gerald Levy Bogle, my family. Richie B know that too. Bogle and Willie Agat in a best friend. Me and Willie Agat in a friend. Because Willie Agat was obnoxious, belligerent and downright, now have no respect. So because of that, me and him couldn't be friends. So he's without question, man, the most honorable, hardworking and decent man I have ever known. Yes, both Richie B and Frawty, them two of them come from the same parish. So are we now accusing every man from Portland being a part of a criminal network? Should he have malice someone who have never arrested, never charged, never convicted in a court of law? That's not how respectable people operate. Let me say this. With my chest, I have never, not once, not ever, seen Richie B in the company of any known drug dealer, including Frawty. Or he might say, boy, I check the money in the port and never. Or him go somewhere and him say, boy, I go check the money and left me in him car, in him BMW. Well, I tell you, nothing like that never happened. So this man has a shady past about him. This is a decent and ethical man. I have left Jamaica decades now, but I am just telling you what I have known about him. I have been in the presence, his home, his office, and Beach. Yeah, he used to have an office at Beachwood Avenue, Kingston 12. I know his wife, very beautiful woman, a woman of grace and class. I know his brothers, a former elite detective who used to work at Eradication. That's the same place where narcotics at now. Same building. Narcotics on the left when the entire building, Eradication to the right. A real bad man in the force. And I know his other brother, Lama, a legitimate businessman. Richie B brother have a business. Liquor store on the corner of Walton Park and Agley Park Road. Right eye stoplight there. A big business there. If you are come up on Agley Park Road going towards Half-a-Tree, his business is on the right. That big business place there. The man don't pay extortion money, and the man don't play with criminal either. You want credibility? How about this? Richie B told me personally, not in an interview, not for public relation, but in private conversation. So listen this, that he despises the drug trade, people dealing in cocaine. He told me, I tell you, you know, because enough time we talk on them things like when me and him alone are ride, and because I know some know all kind of people. You understand? And at the time, you know, say Richie B is number one man. So any dance or anything you keep, you have to go through RGR, and Richie B is the man who promote it. And him told me plainly that cocaine is a poison that destroys families, devastates communities, and leave nothing but broken lives in its wake. This isn't hearsay. This is a man who has lived with integrity from day one. And for those who keep trying to tie entertainment figures to crime, let me tell you something you already know but don't want to admit. Yes, the entertainment industry has always been a magnet for drug money. Yes, many criminal elements use it to launder their dirty cash and gain legitimacy. And we can tell about one of my favorite artists when he Be the Man. The reason why Be the Man would lose see him visa and them thing if he come to America is because he may launder drugs money. And most of you don't even know that the brother with him, L.A. Lewis, the fight well, L.A. Lewis and Be the Man, we are digress, did out on the bullet, a court money them in a fight over. When he beat up L.A. Lewis, nothing we know that, and we can't we have anything I tell you now, we have context and we have people, we have testimony to support the same. But that doesn't mean every star, every promoter, every DJ is complicit in the filth. Richie B rose to the top through talent, consistency, and hard work, period. This is someone who work him off, may I tell you. Before Richie B got work, the man used to in his office and do him thing. And so, which way I'm reach now? Hard work. Richie B rose to the top through talent, consistency, and hard work, period. I watched him build his empire brick by brick, and I was proud to stand beside him as he toured every inch of this island, introducing Jamaica to itself, bridging gaps between uptown and downtown, black and brown, country and town. Ask any veteran in the business, they will tell you, Richie B didn't ride on a drug money, he rode on pure talent and hustle. So today, I say this without zero apology. Yeah man, I say this with zero apology. Stop trying to link an honorable man to a criminal simply because they were born in the same parish or move in the same broad circles. Remember, Frawty was a businessman. Richie B's record, both public and private, is clean. Cleaner than most of the people throwing stones. And if anyone wants to continue pushing this false narrative, just know this. You are not attacking a man. You are attacking a legacy. A legacy built on integrity, sweat, sacrifice, and the sound of his voice echoing through the speakers of many, millions of Jamaicans' homes. Big up Richie B. Forever general, forever respected, and forever clean. And this I come from, yeah man, Chris Porter, former detective at Huntsby Police Station. Richie B, we have your back, because we know you're clean. Like whistle. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica, Young Police Channel, out.